Hey guys, my name's Sam and welcome to Prep Medic. This week's video, we are doing an initial impressions and overview of the Vertx Overlander. Not to be confused with the Vertx Gamut Overland, this is the Vertx Overlander, if that wasn't confusing enough. So this is a new offering from Vertx. Now you guys know I've done a lot of reviews of Vertx products on this channel. I do have an affiliate link in the interest of full disclosure, and they do send me these packs. However, I try to be as honest and unbiased as I can be. I've used these packs for years. I wear a lot of their clothing that they make, and I've done that since before I even had YouTube. So I do try to keep this as clean as possible and give you my honest opinions of these packs. I'll also say that I actually use these packs. My everyday backpack is a Vertx Gamut, and I absolutely love it. So getting into this review here, this is the Overlander, like I've said like 3 times now. So this backpack right here is the largest offering from Vertx, and it really tries to bridge away from the EDC realm, which we've seen a lot of their packs kind of specialize in and focus on, and go more into their backpacking and more outdoor adventure realm, along with a larger load carriage. So I have reviewed the Vertx Overland, or Gamut Overland back here. I'm saying it wrong. And really what I found with this pack is that it was a fine pack, but it was basically the Vertx Gamut 2.0 in a larger form factor. Where this, I feel like, is starting to become its own product, although it does share a lot of the DNA with Vertx other packs. So Vertx is known for their everyday carry kind of setups. These packs are specifically made for CCW, as well as some tactical load carriage with more organization possibilities and some MOLLE capabilities that other packs on the market don't have, while still remaining relatively low profile. Now, Vertx is becoming a bigger company, so I think they're becoming less and less low profile every day, but the people that can recognize these packs are generally people that are watching this video. It's not kind of something you see in the everyday world, and you guys might recognize it, but most people won't. So I still maintain it is more low profile than other things. So, features on this pack. First and foremost, the big changes that I think make this more acceptable for actually hiking and actually using this outdoors are going to be these waist straps right here. They are actual waist straps. I haven't done a whole lot of use. Like I said, this is kind of a overview video of this pack, but these things are pretty beefy, and I would imagine they'll be relatively comfortable. I am going to go on some hiking trips with this during the day just to see how this holds up, and I'll definitely have some follow-up videos because I am building this pack into something specific. But right here you have these waist straps, help with load carriage, and then the cinch down straps right here, a good high quality buckle. And although it is not MOLLE, you do have some pass-throughs right here if you want to mount some gear on the side of these as you're walking. The shoulder straps themselves, I feel like these aren't super different from any other pack they have. They're comfortable, but they're not over padded. They're not like over engineered or anything. So, I'd say these are pretty so-so for the outdoor environment as far as load carriage goes, but honestly, I've never had an issue with them even carrying relatively heavy loads in my Gamut for particularly heavy everyday carry day, depending on what I need for work. So these guys are here. You've got some elastic bands. You can feed your hydration hose down, and then you can adjust your chest strap right here and just move it up or down depending on what you need. The back itself, they have pretty good ventilation back here with this reinforced foam. This is more sturdy than in their other packs, and they got rid of doing their like overt Vertx logo on the back, which I thought was kind of corny. So these guys here are pretty sturdy, and a huge change is that this actually has a semi-rigid frame in it, which we haven't seen up until now. So before this, you'd have a plastic insert in the back. Now it's a plastic insert, and it actually has a rod that goes down the center of it. You don't feel the rod in here or anything, but it gives it a little bit more rigidity and makes it carry loads a little bit easier. This is a very similar insert and frame as to what Hill People Gear uses on some of their packs. I've got one of theirs, and it just feels very similar between the two. So I actually really like that they have improved that there. It still has the pass-through, so you can go Captain America. You can get some armor from Primary Arms. I do have a link for them too. They custom make armor for these packs. You can put it in the back, and then you can use this as a body shield. Now, some of these features, I think, start becoming a little less necessary with this pack if you are intending to use it for like outdoor hikes and adventures and stuff. But it is still a feature that kind of makes Vertx packs, so they kept it in here. Coming over to the front, we have a number of new features. First and foremost, something I really like is they've made the water bottle holders just a little bit bigger. It fits my relatively large Nalgene, no problem. And then you have these two straps here, so if you do want to lash skis or trekking poles or a tent to the side of it, you can. And you can do that outside of this water bottle holder, or you can put it down in there. So it's really nice to have the ability to lash things to the side of your pack, and you have that on both sides here. Now, in the front, this is a pocket that they haven't had on anything else as far as I know, but you have a stretchy stuff pocket right here and a clip. So if you do want to just throw in some wet clothes from, you know, swimming at your campsite or something like that, you can keep them on the outside, easy dry. And this does expand pretty well. So you can get a lot of different stuff in the front pocket. Now, it wouldn't be a Vertx pack without some kind of covert to overt MOLLE panel. So as we zip this guy down, right here we have the tried and true Vertx MOLLE panel. And then you can take this if you want to make this completely MOLLE and don't have this flap right here. We can pull the bottom out here, shove it up in there, and then it's more of a tactical backpack if you do want whatever load you're carrying out here to be exposed. So you can MOLLE things into this laser cut webbing, or you can take patches and throw it on here. This is all Velcro style loop, so it's pretty easy to put in there. We'll bring the cover back out, and what you'll notice in here is you have two straps. Now these will stow on either side if you don't want to deal with them. They're not just kind of dangling out in the middle of nowhere. But what's really cool about this is, once again, if you want to throw like a helmet or something in this pocket, you can take these guys, clip them to the side of the pack. It's really hard to do on camera. And then you can have a bigger load in here that's lashed to the backpack. I can see a large application for this in like a search and rescue pack, and honestly that's one of the use cases for this, I think, because you can get your rescue helmet and your ice axes, whatever you need, throw them on the outside of the pack, quickly put them on, zip it up, and you don't have to do a ton of modifications to get the pack back down to a decent size when you're actually wearing some of the equipment that you are storing in it. So I really like that feature. It's one I've actually used quite a lot for like my range bag. If I have my ballistic helmet, I can throw it in there really easily, and it's not taking up room inside the pack itself. All right, so coming into some of the pockets. On the top, we have the standard admin pocket. It's got a ton of room up here. You could put a lot of sustainment items and food at the top of the pack. You also have one mesh organizational pocket that you can throw other stuff in, and there are points to tie down like keys. You have little lashing points on the inside of pretty much every single one of these pockets. Last but not least, for exterior pockets, we have their tried and true CCW compartment. So this right here is a fast pull tab, and they've redesigned these so you can throw these on any zipper that you want. So if I don't want to have quick access to this, or this just gets in the way because I don't do off-body carry, which I really don't, I can take this off and put it to the side, or I can attach it to any other zipper on the pack. So if I want quick access to the top and I want this big pull tab there, I can throw it on that pocket. These zippers are super heavy duty, no issues with them breaking, and there is a pass-through for a small lock. Now, I personally don't like locking fabric backpacks, because you lock it, somebody knows exactly where the valuable item is, and they can just cut through the pack with some scissors or a knife and get to whatever they need. But it is a deterrent, especially if you are holding a firearm in here, you want to just prevent like casual access to it. That is an option for you, and I'd rather have the option than not. As we come into this pack here, it folds out, and this is, once again, your CCW compartment. So over here, I've got loop back Velcro. I can put on their Tactigami accessories if I want to throw in a handgun, or if I want to put a lot of ammunition in here for reloads, whatever it is, or just admin pockets. I can throw anything I want in here. They make a full suite of these on their website. You can basically customize it however you want. This side is a nylon material, and then in here you have kind of the standard plastic backer, but in this one is where the actual more rigid frame comes in, and you can kind of see that bar in there that gives it a lot of rigidity, and then the plastic is thicker. So a good step in the direction of actually being a viable hiking backpack to give you a little bit more support for heavier load carriages. All right, now the main compartment. As we come in here, I am just going to find the zippers. Once I do that, it opens completely. So it is a full open, opens 180 degrees, which is super nice for seeing and stowing gear as we come into it. So at the top of the lid, you have one of their Tactigami accessories, and this is an admin panel that basically has bungees. You can lash whatever you want in here. In my EDC pack, I have a tourniquet in one, and then these little slits right here are so you can throw pens in it and then stuff over it. So honestly, this is a pretty handy panel. It comes with the pack, don't pay extra for it. And if you don't like it, you can just toss it and not actually use it. But I think it's pretty handy to have it up here. Now you can replace that with other pockets they make as well. You have a fast pull tab, so if you do want fast access to this pocket, you can take this to the top, put it over, and then it's a quick open if you have something that is, time sensitive to get at inside this pack. So they have done away with a lot of the extra pockets that they had, and people have mixed feelings about this. Half Camp says, well, yes, it saves weight, it's awesome. I never used them anyways, and the other half people say, well, now I have to buy something extra to throw in here. So if you like hyper organization and you like them laying out the pockets, you can buy one of their older models, and that will have these admin pockets coming down. As it stands, you have to buy your own Tactigami stuff, or if you want to buy anything with a hook Velcro backing, it will stick to here and work no problem. So you can use a lot of different party equipment for it. In this pocket, this is just a small admin pocket, and you do have a lash for keys that is pretty easy to take out, but there's nothing super special about that. Into the pack a little bit more. We have, once again, a ton of loop space, so you can put any kind of compartment you want in here, and it will work very well. They put a laptop sleeve in here, which, if it's a dedicated hiking backpack, I think that's kind of odd because you're probably not in the backwoods with your laptop. Maybe you are. Maybe that's your thing. You're a photographer, you're doing time lapses, and you do want a laptop. It's in here. But if you don't like it, no worries. It's really easy to get out. All you do is you just pull it out, and that is all hook Velcro, and it's not going to mess up your stuff. Where this might be useful outside of just a laptop compartment is for a hydration pack. So you do have a hook here. You can hang your hydration bladder into it, and it's going to be relatively secure. Now you could move this up if you want the hydration bladder completely hidden from the rest of the pack if you don't want to see any of it up here. This is completely customizable in where you put it. Same with this strap. You can pull this holder for your laptop out, no issues whatsoever. So I personally really like the customization they're offering, but also I have a lot of Tactigami holsters. I've got a lot of stuff that I can put on here and customize it as I want. So for me, I have that stuff. If you're having to go out and buy it, I can definitely see how that might be kind of a pain for you. As far as capacity goes, I will leave, if I haven't already done it, I will leave all of the specs up on the screen, but this is a pretty big pack. And I had them send this over for one main reason is I wanted to create a pack for more of a get home bag, something that's going to, not live in my car, but if things are really going wrong in the world around me, I'm trying to get home or I'm trying to get somewhere sensitive, I can have a little bit of a bigger loadout in here. So this does fit, when you're talking about firearms, this does fit a 11.5 SBR. So this can go right in this main pocket pretty easily, and you can have very quick access to it. So I can take this and it holds it, no issues. I can zip it up, and then I can customize the rest of it with Tactigami, other survival equipment. and it's relatively concealable depending on what I need it for. So that is one option. That's one of the reasons that I actually got this pack sent to me. So all in all, I think this pack is a great step in the right direction. For me, this is not something I'm going to be taking for a multi-day backpacking trip. It still lacks some of the features I like to see in a dedicated backcountry backpack. However, if you have to carry this for a day in the mountains, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It has enough features, enough comfort and adjustment where it's not going to be something that's really bogging you down, and you can definitely put heavier loads in here as opposed to some of their earlier models of this backpack. For a kind of a car kit or a heavy loadout backpack, I think it works phenomenally and it will be a great option for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I will see you next week.